Hey, oh, I need to rotate my device.
Okay, here we go. I'm live on YouTube. Yay! Thank you for everybody who subscribed so that it made it possible so I could do my first live. And I wanted to speak on something that I was reviewing earlier this week. That's come up a couple of times this week. I guess it's the theme. And it has to do with you're never angry for the reason that you think. And the reason why that is because we have these subconscious thought patterns that really run our lives. Our conscious thought is about 10% of our thoughts. And we have this subconscious programming that usually gets cemented between the ages of 0 to 7. So from the time we're born to the time we're 7 years old, we absorb a whole lot of different information from our parents, from our siblings, from our culture, from our religion, from our environment, whatever community that we're in. And a lot of times those thoughts or memories can trigger a response in a present time moment. For example, let's say that you were abandoned as a child. Let's say that your father, I'll speak for myself, my father left my household at 2 years old. And even though I don't remember the incident of it, I do remember when he would come visit and how it felt when he had to leave. And so that feeling of don't go, please don't go, was really something that was deep-seated in me. And I didn't realize that until I started entering relationships in my adult life. And whenever there was a breakup or an argument and the person would go, it would hit me in a way that felt much deeper and resonated much more intensely than other things that would go on in the relationship. And so these subconscious memory patterns that we have are powerful, and we can be triggered by anything. You know, our five senses really help inform us and remind us of certain things that are going on. So if someone says something to you or does something to you or triggers you in a certain way, just know that whatever they are saying to you or whatever they've done to you is not the reason why you are angry. There is something else in the background. There's the thought behind the thought that needs to be looked at, and then also the feeling that you're feeling when the incident happens. So are you feeling rejected? Are you feeling irritated? Are you feeling depressed? Are you feeling judgment about worthiness of yourself? Those are the things that are the underlying thought behind the anger. So it may not be because someone told you something that you didn't agree with and you got angry about it. It was the feeling and the thought behind it that's actually coming up and showing that it needs to be healed. And so when we have these kind of incidents, the first thing you want to do is know that right off the bat is not what's happening that's causing you to be angry. It's something that's happened a while ago that's coming forward that needs to be healed. Okay, the next thing is, okay, what am I feeling in my body in this moment? Where am I tense? Am I tense in my throat? Am I tense in my chest, in my stomach? Where am I feeling a physical upset in association with this anger or feeling that I'm experiencing? And then beyond the anger, what's the underlying emotion that I'm feeling? Because, we're angry, but then there's also this underlying emotion that needs to be looked at. And that, how you're feeling in your body, and then the underlying emotion are the two things that really need to be looked at and addressed. With the technique that I use in my office, well, not in my office, my practice, it's called BEST, Bioenergetic Synchronization Technique. And the technique looks at subconscious emotional memory patterns and how they formed a groove in our subconscious, and how we respond almost like trigger, with a trigger, and automatically without any thought. And so breaking those patterns is really liberating, because now you have a clean slate. It's like doing a Control-Alt-Delete on your brain. And so what I've been focusing on lately, in my practice, in my consulting practice, is dealing with entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. Everything really depends on you and your skill level and your level of creativity, what you're bringing to the marketplace. And along with the product and the service that you're bringing, you're also bringing all of you. And all of you includes the subconscious memory patterns that you have that are working in the background that can oftentimes, sabotage our best efforts. So if you find that you are an accomplished woman entrepreneur and you've reached a certain level and you can't seem to get past it because you notice a pattern of sabotaging behaviors, you have some subconscious memory patterns that need to be addressed. And that's where I help. I help you break those. I help you understand the patterning, and also help you establish a new pattern. Because whenever you have something that is taken away, nature abhors a vacuum. Something has to replace it. And so replacing this negative thought pattern with something positive and reinforcing is essential. Developing new mental habits is essential. And so that's what I do. So if you're interested in that, go to drjewa.com, that's drjewa.com, and schedule an appointment, discovery call to see if what I do and what you do and what you're looking for jive. All right, so you're never angry for the reason that you think. So remember that, and also remember that you have the ability to change your mind at any time about how your life is going to go, conscious and subconsciously. All right, love you.